Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
All right, y'all. We are live in full effect. We are back again with another one. All right, we got to get into 50 Cent, man. We knew this was coming. We kind of knew this was coming.
Yeah, 50 was way too quiet, right?
Yeah, he was way too quiet. And I think, through the beef back and forth, and then with King going in on his mama and all that. I'm like, all right, well, 50 ain't really saying too much, but then today, he was throwing little layups here and there, but now he didn't slam dunk today with this T.I. and Tiny, surviving T.I. and Tiny. He say he working on a documentary, surviving T.I. and Tiny, because back in the a few years back they didn't had sexual allegations against them.
One question though, wasn't they cleared of that? They was cleared of that, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm interested. So. Yeah,
yeah,
so what could he have in this documentary if they was cleared? Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they
gonna end up suing 50.
Right. So he trying to basically do a Diddy on him. He trying to do a Diddy. Yeah, I believe they was where speaks out against Teen and Tiny. All right, let me pull this up just for a recap, because I think they were clear of these allegations. This was like over 5 years ago. This is over 5 years ago. So of course, 50 Cent. Let me get this real quick. Pull this up.
Oh man, 50 about to F around and get sued.
All right. So 50 posted this on his Instagram earlier. It's crazy. So he posted this on his Instagram earlier with a caption. It says 50 Cent reportedly developing surviving T.I. and Tiny documentary. And 50 writes, remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming. He said, I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask about your 20 sexual assault cases. You might want to talk to a crisis PR person. And 50 said he's new music coming today. So he must be dropping some new music today, right along with this announcement that he's going to develop in the T.I. and Tiny documentary. That's crazy. Yeah,
Was it possible we gonna hear a diss track from 50 Cent against T.I. and Tiny and all of them?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Right. Well, he still got to respond to Let's Rap About It podcast with Jim Jones and them, Fab and them. He still got to respond to that.
He ain't gonna respond to that. He ain't gonna respond to Fab. That's
all right. So this was the sexual allegations that they was accused of few years back. Let's get into this real quick. This is Atlanta news first. And this is a lawyer basically speaking on lawyer speaks out against T.I. and Tiny sexual assault allegations. All right.
Paparazzi accused of drugging and sexually assaulting women. Rapper, actor, and businessman Clifford T.I. Harris, along with his wife, Tameka Tiny Cottle, they're being named in a massive lawsuit. CBS 46's Barmel Lyons is live tonight in Atlanta, breaking those accusations down for us. Barmel?
Yes, that's right. Lawyer Tyrone Blackburn is going to authorities, asking and encouraging state and federal prosecutors to start a criminal investigation into T.I. and Tameka Harris, aka Tiny, on behalf of 11 accusers.
8 women alleging assault allegations against either rapper T.I., Tiny, and their associates. The other 3 including a young man who was 8 years old, his mother, as well as Sabrina Peterson, who filed a defamation lawsuit against them. Attorney Tyrone Blackburn claims the women were drugged and raped by the couple, He claims the incidents date back over a decade and many happened in the Atlanta area.
Steve Sadar reached out to me looking to make a deal on behalf of T.I. and Tiny. And I told Steve Sadar that my clients want justice. So if the deal involves Tiny and T.I. turning themselves in and admitting to the crime that they've committed, then fine, we got a deal. But if it does not, then I would prefer to have the investigators do their work and to bring criminal charges against Tiny and T.I. For what they've done throughout the years.
The attorney is now claiming for a criminal investigation, but the rapper, whose real name is Clifford Harris, posted a video message on Instagram saying it's difficult to remain quiet.
What we're not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in, chime in, and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this, whatever we ever have done, has been done with consensual adults.
The rapper's lawyer denies the allegations and says if investigated, no charges will be forthcoming.
And Blackburn says he will.
Yeah, because T.I. and Tiny was accused of their own freak off, their own little freak offs. And they saying some shit got out of hand, and women was accusing Tiny and T.I. of sexual assault and all that. I think Sabrina Peterson, she was the one that claimed T.I. pulled the gun out on her and put the gun to her head and shit. And she was going around like interviewing supposed victims of T.I. and Tiny. I'm gonna pull some of them up too, but I wanted to get into some recent stuff. T.I. did some interviews recently on speaking on 50 Cent and the whole thing. So let's get into this. Let me know we good on sound.
Time trying
Sounds
to
good
get
on my
this
end.
nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
So he's talking about King. So he's basically trying to talk King down from doing the shit he was doing, as far as like dissing 50 Cent's dead mother and putting on a t-shirt. He said basically he felt that's where King draw the line, putting his mom on the t-shirt. But 50 with all that T.I. with all that shit. All right, so let's get back into it.
Much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Got it.
I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Domani kept us cool. Domani's always cool.
Guess what? What the fuck? What universe is this? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, listen, man. I'm a logical, reasonable man of respect, bro. And I raise my children to be men of respect, logical, reasonable, and not to be emotional. And when I see King, how he moving, it's emotional, and I know, and me too, you know what I'm saying? Me too. You drag the matriarch of our household into some nonsense. So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men. So much time
I see.
that's here.
Right.
Against who the fuck ever. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a damn about beating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to defend. You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built. Man, this shit is, man, I die on the street about this shit, man. This shit dead ass serious to me. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
Do you hit King when you see like him post a video? Do you immediately hit him and say anything?
I hit my forehead first. I was like, God damn. Like, bro, it's almost like I hate to see some shit going down, going to a direction where it's headed, but what the fuck can I do to stop it? Because I didn't send it there. I'm not the motherfucker that's directing. I ain't set the GPS, bro. The destination.
Yeah, I feel like they got all right to respond to 50. and what he doing, the shit he was doing. However, you can't really dictate how a nigga gonna respond to some shit neither. So, however, I mean, 50 get diabolical with it though. Like, so I feel like they just matching his energy. They know how he was going. They know how he was going to play it anyway. So, but this right here, doing the Surviving Ti and Tiny docu series, like he did with the Diddy shit. Whew. Now you know that could tarnish the hell out of the brand. That can destroy the brand, and that's what I feel like 50 be on anyway. He like, you know, if you get into some shit with him and he feel like you going far, he gonna go
Well, the thing is with this, T.I. could hit 50 with defamation.
right.
And next thing you know, he gonna be owning those damn studios down there in Shreveport.
Right.
Because T.I. and Tiny was clear to all that. They was clear to all that, all those accusations.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I don't know what 50 game plan is, but he about to get sued.
Yeah, he's
Like
probably gonna get a
he
cease and
would
desist.
lose.
Right. And
Next
the
thing you
thing,
know, he gonna have
I
to
mean,
follow Chapter
it
11 again.
depends. It depends though. Like if he's getting backed by some people, it depends. It seemed like they using 50 to put a hit out on industry niggas in the rap game. Like that's what it seemed like they using him to get rid of niggas.
I don't know.
So if
This seems
he,
like some personal shit. This don't seem
you
like
think
no
it seemed
industry
personal,
setup.
so
Yeah,
it
this
goes
don't
back.
look like no
It,
industry setup.
now
Because yeah, I was mentioning 50 first.
50, this shit go way back though.
No,
Like I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
pull
about
up.
it restarted though,
Oh
based
yeah,
on
yeah. With Ti
T.I.
mentioning it,
Yeah,
yeah, but Ti was talking more so about the verses. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It
So
wasn't
how?
like it wasn't like Ti was saying anything about him like disparaging. He was just speaking on the verses shit and basically saying that shit ain't never gonna happen because you know 50 ain't on that. But 50 came with the I told you keep my name out your mouth and then posted his wife. So like yeah, that shit. I feel
Yeah, I
like
don't know
you
what
got
the end game is. 50, he about to get sued.
right. I'm gonna to pull this up too. This and this shit go like way back, like in the 2000s, like early 2000s and shit with these niggas, 50 and Ti. When Ti caught that whole gun shit and all that, 50 was writing, throwing subliminals and shit in his raps.
And that was only because 50 was cool with Floyd at the time. And you remember
All
the
right.
thing that went on with Tiny and Floyd and
Yeah.
T.I. T.I.'s when Floyd and T.I. supposedly had gotten a fist fight and T.I. got two black eyes, which he showed he didn't. Two black eyes. Where
Yeah, I
they at
remember that
though?
shit. All
Yeah.
right.
That was some shit that feud from that, which is weird because 50 and Floyd ain't even cool like that no more.
All right. Let me see.
It's just some weird shit, bro. Like someone said in here, this is all distractions and shit.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. I
Keep
agree
the
with that.
niggas, keep niggas
These niggas
occupied
occupied with the right
with this takeover. Yeah,
with the circus.
right.
Cause this shit ain't nothing but circus.
But I feel what T.I. was saying about King though, because King was living on the edge. You know what I mean? You know, a couple years ago, you remember he was out there smacking up people with, and him and his crew going around with guns and bullying
Yeah,
people and whatnot.
yeah,
And
right,
they had a whole sit down. The family had a whole sit down about King, and it seemed like King was trying to clean his looked like King trying to clean his act up. You know,
yeah. Since he
got
had
a
a child,
newborn. Yep,
right,
got a newborn in the world. You know, got a little baby, and it looked like he's focusing on his music career. But then 50 with this 50 thing is bringing back that old YN energy that the little nigga had
right.
when Charleston White was calling him the little yellow freak.
It's crazy. Yeah, that was like his whole last escapade online with the Charleston White shit.
Yeah, the Charleston White shit. Yep, little yellow freak.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. But damn, he gonna do a doc series on him though about his allegations. Like that's crazy. Let me see something real quick. Ti.
Yeah, it was definitely no reason for 50 to come at Tiny for what. She ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit.
Yeah, he did that shit to be smart. Like he knew that that was gonna set y'all off by him posting his wife. And then again, people like, is this all scripted? Because T.I. had them diss songs pretty fast. It's like he already had them diss songs in the tuck for when he was gonna go beef with them.
I mean, like somebody said, this could be some stage shit. Who knows? Somebody said in the
Just to keep
comments they
people
feel like they
relevant.
all getting checked. Yup, just to keep each other relevant.
Just to keep them relevant.
Cause they been doing that shit in the industry. They've been doing that for a minute.
But
I
if he
mean,
do a docu series, that's deliberate. Like the shit he did with Diddy, that was a deliberate thing. That was like harboring some old feelings and shit about, his BM Daphne. That was personal. And it seemed like this is personal too because, I know 50 probably feels some type of way. He probably not, showing it like that, but them over there putting his mom on the shirt, his dead mother on the shirt and all that shit, and got Benzino wearing it, Rick Ross chiming in talking about I need one in my size, and you know what I mean, so nigga gonna feel some type of way about that
50 don't
regardless.
give a shit about that. He
You
he
don't
using
think he
this
care
for
about that?
publicity.
You think he
Nah,
just using it for
his mom
publicity?
died years ago. He ain't thinking about that shit. He
Right,
ain't thinking about that like that. He just using this as an opportunity to keep himself relevant.
relevant.
And that's
So
all the select. That's what everybody's
yeah,
doing on
right,
social media.
right,
Everybody's doing whatever they can do to keep themselves relevant.
relevant, right.
Because you see, your brand could die fast as shit on in social media age. All people have to do is stop talking about you for a month, and your shit and your
Yeah, yeah,
numbers
should
will
have
go
died.
down so
Yeah,
far that
right,
you barely be making any fucking money. That's
right. Yeah,
social
you're right.
media.
That's social media, right? That's the way that they control
It's by
the
design,
algorithms.
bro.
Yeah, they control the algorithm that way. That's why a lot of people doing the most outlandish shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean to stay
To stay
relevant
relevant.
in the algorithm. Um, but him doing this, if he was to do the docu series, that's definitely a deliberate attack on a brand. See what I'm saying? Because that's like it's like bringing all that old shit up though that they was clear of, like all the sexual allegations and all that. And then if he was to get like victims, supposed victims on there and doing interviews and putting out the same shit he did with the Diddy doc. Yeah, I don't know. This might uh be basically a plan to tarnish the brand and shit. Like even with him putting this out there, it's kind of still putting, bringing, bringing all this shit back up again. Um, just
I
him.
don't think it's tarnishing a brand because I think it's pushing a brand, keeping them
You think it's
relevant.
pushing? You think it's
Because
pushing the
because
brand?
even negative, yeah, because even negative attention keep motherfuckers relevant.
Right, right,
Like and the numbers are numbers. Numbers are numbers, bro. In
right.
this social media age. And the thing is, T.I. and his family might benefit off this even more
Yeah, because
because,
they
like I
still
said,
right.
this might be defamation.
Yeah,
This
and then
might be a
again, right,
defamation lawsuit against
right.
50.
Yeah, and then they still got a fan base. They still got like a solid fan base, that supports them regardless. So you might be right. This might be a situation where it could turn around and benefit them for real, for real.
It's
Right,
benefiting them now.
right, yeah. By people talking about us talking about it. The blogs, so it's
Exactly.
all in the blogs, all in the media. Facts.
Because they got. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This social media shit is the biggest psyop since television and radio. Like this is even more sophisticated than that because the way they got people minds is so burnt out with dopamine hits from social media
Right,
that the only thing that people get a feeling from is like beef and like serious like stuff is like the content have to get more and more outrageous for
right.
people to even view it now because it's like content overload. Like this is like one of the biggest psyops, bro. And it like to keep this shit going, like how they keeping it going, it's only gonna get worse from here. So you just gonna see more and more like antics like this that's just going to get more and more extreme to the point. I mean, it's going to be blood in the street. Like, let's just be real. Like stuff like this can elevate to blood in the street.
Yeah, you see T.I. say he'll die about this shit
Right.
when it comes up to his family and his brand. Yeah, like he say he protect that shit by all means necessary. Let me play this real quick. This was TMZ running up on them. Let me see. Hold on.
Guys, how are you? So much to talk about. So T.I., we gotta ask. Well, first of all, Tiny, I want to ask you if it's okay. What were your first thoughts when you saw your picture on this guy's Instagram? Were you
Man, that so last week, man. We ain't studying that bro.
Well,
we got the #1 song in the country, man. Let them know, man.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So you going in the studio, does that say it all?
Going back in what studio? What you talking about?
I mean, you're a diss track.
What diss track?
What? Well, I mean, you coming at 50.
Huh? Coming at?
Oh, okay. Well, so
I have
well,
one.
is it
I
over?
have one. Hey, listen, man. The only thing I have to say is very unfortunate, but honestly, I wasn't here to defeat. I was here to defend. I'm just happy that the women and children in my family know that there's a line of men that's ready to stand and protect from whoever against whoever.
Hi guys, how are you? So much to
As he should. I mean, he's supposed to protect his family and his brand, as he should. Especially if it's somebody, he going back and forth with, a nigga like 50 Cent on the internet. Yeah, he doing everything he's supposed to do. So he said it's more defense than defeat. He ain't trying to defeat the nigga. He just trying to defend himself against, the shit the nigga saying on the social media. I was trying to see if they had any response to this yet, but they probably not gonna respond yet until this shit start, heating up a little more. The chatter and the internet chatter can get to a motherfucker, man. A lot of this shit be going on. A lot of people be trying to, when this shit be going on, they try to ignore as much as possible, but sometimes that chatter gets too much, and then they gotta, respond to that shit. So I was trying to see if any of them motherfuckers responded. Shit crazy. But like you said, I think like something like this could work in their favor though, because it's keeping them relevant by any means necessary. This shit is keeping them relevant. So that could,
That's all it's about, bro.
yeah, just keep the numbers up. Right, they doing them, keeping the numbers up.
And the
But damn,
thing is, some of the stuff that they are posting is like serious. Like he about to do a whole documentary
yeah, that's a
talking
serious
about
situation.
sexual allegations. But those sexual allegations, didn't he go to court for those already? Didn't he already get it? Didn't he already
Let's see something.
Didn't he already beat those? And he ended up countersuing and all that type of stuff. Didn't he
Well,
already did all
it was this Peterson chick, Sabrina, was going after T.I. for the whole thing with her with the gun, putting the gun to her head and all that, and so T.I. sued her for defamation. I think it's like 70,000 or something like that. It was awarded, or yeah. So that's what that whole thing was about. As far as the sexual allegations, the allegation was unproven. So there wasn't no evidence. They ain't had no evidence that T.I. and Tiny um sexual assault allegations. They ain't have no proof. So
So what that tells you? If 50 released this documentary, what you think is going to happen? Knowing T.I. and Tiny love hitting people with defamation lawsuits,
let me see if they
what you
still
think
on the
going to
page.
happen? What you think going to happen with 50? They going to sue 50 for a hell of a lot more.
Right.
They about to sue 50 for hundreds of millions of dollars, and fuck around and end up winning.
Yeah, they've been on the road with winning these cases. Like they've been on the road with winning the OMG case with the toys copying off their girl group and shit. The Sabrina Peterson
You
shit,
mean
like
the
that.
LOL? You mean the LOL dials and shit? You talking about the LOL dials?
Yeah, they group
Oh,
OMG. Yeah, they group is OMG, and they did those dials based off of the
yeah, the
group.
LOL brand. Yeah, did those? Yeah, they won that. They won that lawsuit.
Right. So it says yes, Ti and Tiny face serious sexual allegations and misconduct allegations starting early 2021. Uh, with subsequent lawsuits, investigations that stretched into 2024, the couple has consistently denied all accusations, called them sordid shakedown campaigns. So the initial allegations was 2021, January 2021, via Instagram by Sabrina Peterson, alleged T.I. held a gun to her head and shared anonymous messages accusing a couple of sexual abuse, drugging, and kidnapping. And the scale of accusations, attorney Tyrone Blackburn, which we played that already. And the stories of abuse in a couple associates over 15 years. The investigation of legal outcomes, law enforcement in Los Angeles and Las Vegas investigated the claims, but September 2021, the LA District Attorney declined to file charges, citing the situation of limitations. So yeah, they don't have. Let me see. Sexual assault was filed January 2025. All right, so the latest one was 2025. Um, Sexual assault was filed January. Um, Let me see. The judge dismissed the case in August 2024, citing that time barred lack of sufficient facts. So yeah, they don't have any pending. Yeah, they don't have any pending allegations against them, like far as like through the courts and shit. So
Other ones got dismissed, right?
yeah,
Yeah. 50 getting sued.
limitations,
Yeah,
lack
50
of
getting sued,
evidence and
bro.
shit like that. Right. So
And that's this definitely, like you said, this is possibility can tarnish his brand, which
yeah,
constitute a defamation lawsuit,
yeah,
which means 50 is going to end up getting a cease and desist from Ti and Tiny's team of
yeah,
lawyers.
yep.
And if 50 still go through with it, he's going to be in court getting sued for everything he owns in Shreveport. That thing is going to
And
be Ti
50 going
Tiny
right.
Studios and shit.
Yeah, because 50 got a lot of big deals on the table. You see all that shit he got a lot of deals on the table. Like, so, and T.I. and them got some lawyers, man. They are lawyered up pretty good. So like they can send 50 a cease and desist right now to tell him take that shit down that he, tell you the truth. But yeah, this is crazy though. Like, damn, 50 coming at why is 50 coming at all the hip hop niggas? Like why ain't going after none of them other niggas? Why ain't making no Harvey Weinstein documentaries and Epstein documentaries and shit
Because he
like
ain't
that?
got no beef with people like that. People
Right,
like that keep him fed.
right.
So he ain't got no beef with any of them.
That's crazy. Yeah, 50 on some crazy shit.
I mean, 50 got street mentality. You ain't give a
Right,
fuck
right.
about no other nigga from another camp.
Nah.
He's always seeing how he could get rid of the competition.
All right, so he took that shit down. He must got the call, take that shit down. Yeah, he took that shit down off his page, y'all. He just took it down.
What 50 took down the that he
Yeah,
gonna
he
put
took
out a
down that.
documentary?
Yeah, he took that shit down off his page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cease and desist.
Or he
Yeah,
probably just got a call, like, you know what I mean? Like, right. Yeah, he probably got that call and shit.
because I don't see how this not a defamation lawsuit.
Right.
Like it's a defamation lawsuit waiting to happen because T.I. and Tiny got cleared of all that sexual allegation stuff. It got dismissed. So if it got dismissed, that means if you somebody in the industry that got influence and you saying these sex, pointing your fingers and saying that T.I. and them was doing all this and they got dismissed from it, that can ruin a brand. So that's a defamation lawsuit. Shit's
Yeah.
over. Yeah, 50, you lost this one, bro.
Yeah,
You
King
ain't, you
got
ain't
and
dropping.
King got in your ass, nigga. Pause. King dusted your boots off with this one, bro. I gotta admit, little young King got at 50 like nobody else did. Like, yeah, I think King got at him more than any other person got at him on social media. King was going in on him, and King wasn't gonna let up neither. I think the last draw, his dad probably told him back down after he put his mom on a t-shirt. Cause that it wasn't gonna stop there. King was gonna keep going. His dad like, that's enough, nigga. You putting his dead mom on a t-shirt and selling them. That's enough, nigga. Yeah, they probably sent 50 probably got a call and shit. His lawyers probably got a call. They probably was on that shit quick. Like, yo, you gotta take that shit down, bro. They talking about they ready to sue you. Yeah,
50
that shit.
ego getting ahead of him. 50 ego gonna get his ass, sued, and he gonna lose
Yeah,
everything fucking around.
right.
Or he
Yeah,
just file another chapter 11 to protect his assets.
yeah. He said that Scarface is the king of the South. I don't know. I always felt Scarface was always nah, it's Scarface like the Godfather. If T.I. claiming he the king, Scarface the Godfather of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Yeah, he like the Godfather. He like motherfucking Marlon Brando and goddamn yeah, he like the Marlon Brando of that shit. Yeah, Scarface like the Godfather now with that shit, bro.
The best thing 50 could do right now is drop a diss track answering back T.I. and his son and his family and move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and that's what people waiting for, the music. People like, all right, nigga, you a rapper. Like, we know you into the films and the movies and shit. We know you doing your thing with that, but niggas want to see you get back in the field with the bars, bro. Like, where the bars at? Cause we know you got them. So where the bars at? But 50 feel like he too,
That
you
nigga
know.
completely ignored Fab. Fab killed him on the track.
Oh yeah, right. Fat.
That shit
Sheesh.
that Fab was saying was crazy. It he ain't gonna answer back to that.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he took that shit down ASAP. Probably like, what the fuck? He probably got called directly from T.I. himself. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, take that shit down. What the fuck is you? That wasn't part of the plan. That wasn't part of the plan. I said you was just supposed to, post, do a few posts and some memes. I'm supposed to drop these diss tracks. That was part of the plan, and that's about it. I see 50 linking up with Lil Wayne and shit now. Linking up with Lil Wayne. This nigga 50 said, if they ain't talking about me, what are they talking about? I am the algorithm. So he calling himself the algorithm.
See, this proves what niggas is about.
Right.
It's about keeping themselves relevant, so so
Yeah.
they can keep their brand going. The only way to do that now is to troll on social media because that's what everybody's into. That's the entertainment. Just
Right.
watching 50 and Ti go at each other. Lil King jumping in, adding his 2 cents. That's what the wave is. So I don't think 50 gonna drop this documentary. What y'all think?
Nah.
Y'all
I
think
don't think
50
cause
gonna drop this documentary on Ti and Tiny? I doubt it. I doubt it's ever gonna see the light of day. Might just be bluffing.
yeah. Yeah, it could. I don't know though. This nigga, we thought he was bluffing about that damn that Diddy doc. People thought he was just trolling and shit. And then next thing you know, it ended up on Netflix. So I don't put nothing past this nigga. I don't put nothing past 50,
I
bro.
think that was a psyop. That's the psyop that you was talking about, how they using niggas like 50 to target certain people.
Right.
Diddy was definitely targeted. He was definitely targeted.
Yeah, I agree. T.I. comedy career wasn't working out. Like that last draw when he tried to do that corny ass joke about Young Thug, yeah, that shit kind of he dropped the ball with that. So that kind of like pushed his comedy career, you know, back. And he had to come back rapping. He had to make a last album. He said this last album, Kill the King, is basically just killing off the ego. And yeah, that comedy shit wasn't working out for him. T.I. was not funny with the comedy shit. I ain't knocking the brother for trying. At least he tried. You know what I mean? At least he tried. I'll give him credit for that. But I didn't find any of his jokes funny. I think he's more funny when he's, you know, more serious and shit. You know what I mean? Well, other than that, like, yeah, his career wasn't hitting off like that. Make sure y'all liking this video though. Let's get these likes up. It's 130 something people in here. Let's get these likes up.
And this is sponsored by
nightandayherbals.com.
nightandayherbals.com.
Get into a quick commercial.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
All right, this is sponsored by Night and Day Herbals. The links to our website is in the description of this video and pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure y'all go over there and check us out. Night and Day Herbals, where we sell nothing but natural herbal products, from hair care to skin care to natural CBD in the form of CBD cigarettes, vapes, pre-rolls, pain bombs, and you know, other things on there. We got hoodies on there. Make sure y'all check us out. The link for is in the description. All right. So yeah, this I was trying to see if these niggas respond, T.I., you know, responded and shit, but
The lawyers responded.
I think the lawyers right behind the backdrop. I think
Behind the backs. Yep.
All right, so you have Domani Harris talks about his decision to drop his Miss Jackson record aimed at 50 Cent. This is T.I.'s son. Let me pull this up. All right. Let me pull this up. This is him on the Breakfast Club. On the Breakfast Club. Yeah, they all even T.I.'s son, the nigga that be walking around looking like that damn Jimi Hendrix. He even dropped a little Jimi Hendrix style diss track towards 50 and shit. I was like, damn,
you talking about Buddy? You talking about Buddy? Buddy Love?
Buddy, yeah.
He dropped the diss. That nigga dropped the diss track.
Yeah. The daughter did too. The daughter did a little 8-bar joint.
Yeah, I seen that. I ain't know Buddy Love dropped the Jimi Hendrix style.
Yeah, he dropped the joint. Yeah, damn. See that, and that's the one thing I respect about T.I. with this is that it's a family affair.
Oh yeah, Buddy Red, not Buddy Love. That's motherfucking the Clumps and
that's the Clumps.
That's motherfucking yeah.
And I respect T.I. on that front that he, you know, he making it a family affair. It's like we all in this together. He's showing family unity. So I respect that. Like even the visuals that he did with the diss tracks is like family unity, sitting down at the table eating, his mom there, and you know his kids, his wife. So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Yeah. All right, let me get into this. This is Domani Harris talking about, you know. Let me see. We get some sound on this.
Right. And
King as well.
Yes, and King as well. And talking about 50's mom. What was those conversations like?
Nah, we didn't really have a conversation.
Oh, you didn't even ask him. You just let it fly.
Because he probably would have told. He probably would have had some input. Then I would have to choose to ignore him or go my own route. So I just put it out just because I felt like somebody told me like, hey, this is too good. Like this is too good to not put out. I just do it because this is how I felt. This was on my mind. This is how I expressed myself. And it could just be like that, and it could just stay on the hard drive. I don't even got to hear it again. I just needed to get it out. But he was telling me like, yeah, you need to put that out. That don't need to just stay on the drive. And I just listened to them, honestly.
So once he heard it, he calls you, and then or y'all
Yeah, I saw T.
together when he hears it. Like, what's the?
So he heard it like how we heard it.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that.
Well, I mean,
I know he was like, that is not protocol.
it was too good not to put out though. It was really dope how you did it. But what does dad like as not as T.I. music as dad? What does he call you and say? You know, man to man at this point.
Man, he's a father, so now I understand it. And I understand why he picks and chooses when and what to say and how much to say, because he don't want to have too much impact or push his child in a direction that I naturally wouldn't want to go into. So he really don't say much, but I hear people tell me what he say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was. I know for a fact he said, yeah, we don't gotta do this. It's over with now.
Together when he hears it, like how what's the?
So he heard it like how we heard it.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that.
Well, I mean,
I was like, okay, bet, let's do it.
And so your mom says she feels like she gave birth to like her own like Jackson 5 because of how y'all came and everybody had such talented verses and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, Tiny, my stepmom.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is true, man. I've heard that before. Cause we all so talented, and this really just the beginning. So yeah, I was like, okay, bet, let's do it.
And so your mom says she feels like she gave birth to like her own like Jackson 5 because of how y'all came and everybody had such talented verses and stuff like that.
All right, so he said, oh yeah, that's right. Tiny is his stepmom. Yeah, I forgot the other two kids is not Tiny's. The older Buddy, what is the Buddy Red and Domani? I forgot that's not Tiny's kids. Hey. All right, y'all. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think 50 gonna drop a doc series on them still? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know. I doubt it. But yeah. Defamation.
Defamation.
Then next thing you know, that shit that 50 owned in Shreveport, you know, the studio and all that.
Yeah.
That'd be T.I. and Tiny's. T.I. and Tiny Studios in Shreveport. If he try to drop that documentary.
He said T.I. and Tiny. And then the thing is, this shit is already in the media now. Like he took it down, but it's everybody already talking about it.
It's still not. I don't think there's enough grounds to take him to court now. But if he was to drop that documentary, even a trailer of it, yeah, that'd be it. It'd be over.
It'd be over. You think that'll hurt? That would definitely hurt his brand doing that shit.
Who, 50? Would it hurt his brand?
Nah, T.I.
Oh yeah.
Like dropping is like showing women speaking out and
right.
Like,
He could definitely prove
shit.
that in court that it's defamation, especially if he's already been cleared of all those allegations.
Let me pull this up. This T.I. speaking on 50 Cent calling him a snitch and shit. All right, let me pull this up. Yeah, yo. Before we get out of here.
Somebody said T.I. used to party with Diddy, so I believe 50 got the drop. Did he? Did T.I. party with Diddy? I ain't
Used to everybody party with Diddy. Hell yeah, everybody.
I'm talking about the I'm talking about the party.
Well, T.I. and them had their own party. He said anything happened.
Party.
Happened, you know.
I'm talking about the party that Diddy invited Fab to. When Fab said, "You did come to my party," you remember? Nah, I'm talking about the party. There's two distinctive parties now when you're talking about Diddy. Let's not forget. You got the party that all the celebrities been through. You know, the first, that's the surface layer party where everybody, you know. Then you got the second, and then there's a third.
The third, but then he had his own.
Third is the freak off.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but that's his own parties though. Like,
yeah,
it came out that it was just him,
Right.
his
Him,
girl and
yep. Him,
prostitutes that they
Cassie,
was
yep.
buying.
Yep.
It wasn't like people when people thought of freak off, they think it was like big orgies and shit going on, like all bunch of celebrities in there, and it's like just one big ass, free fall of freak off going on.
Free fall of freak off.
Yeah, they think like passing
Free
women around
fall
like
freak off.
not to say that those shits don't happen, but that wasn't the case. That was it, and I think they did that deliberately to make people think that's what it was. Like it was like a room where just all the celebrities in there, just you know, doing their thing and all that. And come to find out, it's just Diddy, his prostitutes, and Cassie. You know what I mean?
Somebody said he was hugged up with Diddy several times.
Yeah, they was all at that Rock Nation brunch and shit. I remember they had the I think one of them was on live. I think T.I. was on live. One of them was on live during the Rock Nation brunch and shit. It was like Diddy, Khaled, um, T.I., Jay, and some Diddy and some other people and shit. French Montana and this shit. Let me play this drum real quick.
If it didn't involve your family in this way and it was really about rap.
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I've been extremely I've exercised restraint. When I was minding my business at the Super Bowl and goddamn and Shannon and Ocho, they asked me, and he come up with the bullshit, the motherfucking Crime Stoppers commercial, and I am not ashamed. If I can, if I can find a way to motherfucking keep my motherfucking ass out of jail without sending nobody else to jail, why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nobody who was, I was gonna keep it silent, but now since I seen this commercial, let me go on ahead and rap. Right. And let me go on and man, come on, bro. I'm talking to law-abiding citizens, reminding them that they have access to protect their communities. Law-abiding citizens do have the ability to call the fucking police.
Listen, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I think we all are here.
Yeah. I'm talking to law-abiding citizens. I didn't say, hey, criminals.
Right.
Hey, if you're committing crimes, I want you to tell on other criminals. That's not what the fuck I said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the shit with me and Falant, when the testimony that was received was in no way incriminating to anybody there. I was subpoenaed. I was out on bond, $3 million bond, by the way. Already fighting a federal case. If I'm subpoenaed, I got to go. So when I went, called it how I saw it. I said, hey, man, I don't know who did it. I saw fire. I got low. We returned fire. I can't tell you this man is who did anything. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring all that shit up when none of that shit is valid. None of it. Oh, and 594-58019. That's my federal number. Pull it up. My name, birthday, all of my motherfucking my plea agreement, all that shit. It's all in there. It's in there. The court minutes, you can pull up every goddamn time I went in court. See everything that was said. If you care enough, 594-58019. My name, birthday, that number, get you anything you want. If you care enough, go get the fucking information. Go ahead. And where's this fucking person I told on? It's been 20 fucking years already. This motherfucker ain't got out here.
I didn't said anything.
I'm a terrible.
Tim, I gotta let you know.
I'm a terrible rat.
I'm not keeping track of none of this.
I'm a terrible rat, bro.
Because the internet.
I done told and it didn't get nobody no time. How the fuck does that work?
He just told.
Now, if it didn't,
he just told on his dead cousin. That was it. You know what I mean? He told on the dead man. He was already dead and shit. He said his cousin came to him in a dream and said, "Look, you can just use me as the scapegoat. Just tell on me. I'm already dead."
His cousin came to him in a dream. Now, come on, bro. We know damn well.
It said
T.I.
his
dead cousin as a scapegoat. He ain't come to him no damn dream.
Y'all let me know. Should I play any of this Sabrina Peterson shit? She interviewed a so-called victim during the time that T.I. was being accused. If y'all want me to play it, let me know. If y'all want me to play any of this shit from Sabrina Peterson, y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat what y'all want. Just recap some of this shit. Y'all let me know. Make sure y'all hitting that like button too, man. hit that like button. If you want to support, make sure y'all hit the super chat, super stickers. You know what I mean? Shop at us at our website, 9 Day Herbals, and support what we doing. We will be going live on 9 Day Network LLC too, to make the big channel, because we got to take it over there. It's a lot of shit that's going on that's important. F all this T.I. and Tiny and 50 Cent shit. We know this is just for play and entertainment purposes, but we got to
Keep
get into
niggas
some real.
occupied. Keep
Yeah, we
niggas
got
occupied and in poverty while they make big
yeah.
moves behind our back.
9 Day Network LLC. Make sure y'all go subscribe, because we gonna get into some shit over there with this
Right.
wars, this shit that just taking place with this war and all that. And it's a lot of shit that's going on. I think we need to bring awareness to that. Maybe
Facts.
y'all might not be even paying attention to, because y'all wrapped up in this 50 Cent T.I. shit and all the rest of this bullshit out here. So if y'all want to know the real and what the real what's really going on and what the shit they trying to distract us from, make sure y'all subscribe to 9 Day Network LLC. We will be going live later on that channel. You know what I'm saying? So got to get back to it. Gotta get back to the real shit.
The
You said how,
real.
hip hop. You said how this nigga getting out of jail every time. That's what I want to know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean he got caught with all them guns and he only did a year. And I don't know. It's just magically, I don't know. I guess the people that was probably backing T.I. at the time, finagle the angle, maybe wrote the judge, wrote the judge, wrote the prosecutor, and basically, got them lesser charges. I think he was on like house arrest or some shit. He got out, but that was about it. All that shit disappeared. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah.
Crime Stoppers?
Crime Stoppers. Yeah, he had to do the whole Crime Stoppers. Yeah, that was part of his deal. Yeah. He had to go around speak to the kids. He had to go around he had to do a whole Crime Stoppers commercial. 1-800-555-TIPS.
See something, say something.
See something, say something. Oh shit.
He's the king of the South. Hey, he's the king of the South. He's able to do that.
Right. And
He
all
work with the
forgiven.
police.
Right, and all forgiven after he did that. People still supported T.I. after that.
Crime Stoppers.
Yep.
Tips.
Yeah. 1-800-555-TIPS.
Tips. That's crazy, bro.
See something,
That's
say something.
crazy, bro.
Shit crazy. Yeah, right. He was a convicted felon before, right? I don't know, man. Maybe, dealing with some powerful people, man, to make shit disappear. Make shit go away. All you gotta do is grease a nigga pockets. Grease a prosecutor, judge. All you gotta do is grease their pockets. But that money gotta
somebody, huh?
Tell on somebody, yeah, or tell. Give up some information. And that's what I'm thinking. He might have gave up some information, like, because you can still give up information without it being on paperwork. Like you could tip.
No pun intended, huh? Tip, leaving the tip. The tip off.
The tip off.
Give him a tip.
Right.
Gave the niggas a tip.
All right, you could have gave him the tip off. All right.
Expeditiously.
Right.
Yep, expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
That's expeditiously.
Expeditiously. You know what I'm saying?
That's comedy.
Yeah.
That's comedy, Tip.
1-8. You can call. If you see something, say something. Call 1-800-555-TIPS. The tip off.
He named the whole goddamn snitch line after this nigga.
Yeah, the tip off.
Damn. They gave this nigga a whole phone number to snitch with.
This nigga get a nigga whole
Get a nigga a whole phone number to snitch with. That's crazy, bro.
a whole fucking snitch line.
They gave that nigga a whole number. They
Shit
assigned this
crazy.
nigga a whole number, bro.
That shit crazy.
1-800-TIPS.
Yeah,
See something, say
1-800.
something.
All right, 1-800-555
Damn, bro.
tips. The tip off. See
Yeah,
how
that's
over there,
wild as shit,
see how
bro.
over there giving the law enforcement tips on motherfuckers. Like whole CI. His name ain't TI, it's CI. Confidential informant ass nigga.
That shit's crazy, bro.
TI was the CI. This he should rename his whole shit. CI. The album, the tip off.
The
You know what I'm
only
saying?
nigga that had balls enough to admit that he was a rat was Tekashi.
Yeah, he ain't had no choice but the rat, cause he's a punk. Well,
To
he
tell you
wasn't
the
gonna
truth,
do nothing to
he
nobody.
was. I know he was
Yeah, he
trying
ain't
to
had
be
no
something
choice.
he wasn't. That's
Yeah,
why.
he ain't had no choice but to go tell. Rat tell.
Rat tails. Yeah, but I'm a rat that made money though.
All right.
I just got out of jail. I ratted on everybody, and I'm still eating. What that say about being a rat?
Damn. CI to TI, the tip
These
off
niggas is
album.
crazy. Hey man, hey, he's still the king though. All right, he got right to be king, huh?
He said he's still a king.
He's still king, huh?
With a 1-800-TIPS line, king. That's crazy as shit. Hey man, it is what it is. People forgot all about it. You know? And people forgot all about it. 50 Cent, the one that, rehashed that shit. He the one that rehashed it. He
Yeah,
didn't want to
niggas was
post it.
saying the same shit about 50, saying that 50.
Yes, paper. Lil King pulled up paperwork. Yeah, they saying 50 was like he was giving off tips too.
Lil Yell Freak pulled up people.
They was calling him 5-0 and shit. They call him 5-0.
It ain't trying to say that his mom was snitching.
Yeah.
It's like the mom was basically,
Yep.
and he gonna grow up to be a rat, just like
he
he
still
was a
got.
rat.
Oh, he didn't take that shit down though. Hold on, he didn't take this down. Let me pull this up.
What didn't he take down?
But he took all the other shit down, but he ain't take this down. You'll see. Let me pull this up. 1-800-555. Some people call me Ted. 1-800-555-TIPS.
Tips.
Tip. That can help our
This is tough. Some people call me Tip, but this could be another Tip. There you go.
people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIP. Channel 2, community coverage. You can count, y'all.
See something, say something.
Gave that nigga a whole phone number, bro.
You get that nigga a whole sponsored snitch line. They sponsored a whole snitch line for this nigga.
That's
crazy, bro. 1-800-555.
Now I wonder what type of niggas called that number, turned that number. Like what type of
they
they
was
dialing that
clowning.
number.
Right. They was clowning on that shit. Niggas probably calling up, prank calling this shit. Nah, niggas ain't playing with that phone line. Hell nah. That's the phone line to the law enforcement.
Nah, some people will still do some shit like that. You niggas is goofy out here, bro.
They probably thought T.I. was going to answer the phone and shit. They
Exactly.
like, oh, yeah.
That's why. Exactly.
They thought T.I. was going to answer the phone. They said, let me call this shit so you answer the phone. Hello, is this Tip? Oh, shit. This nigga said, 1-800-555-TIP.
I guess T.I. seen himself as a regular civilian at this point.
It's crazy.
And when he
did
that,
wasn't it this
commercial.
Yeah, this was after the gun shit, right?
Yep.
This was after the gun shit.
Yep.
He came home. It's crazy. That's crazy as hell, bro. You said he was snitching in that Punk episode. I don't remember that, John. I gotta go back and watch the
What
John.
was his? Yeah, what they punk him with and had
Yeah,
him snitching?
I know. I remember he got punked, but I forgot the whole. I mean, that was a while ago, so I probably gotta go rewatch that John because I don't remember it. So
Man, only the two funniest punks I remember is
the Jadakiss one,
Jadakiss John and Kanye.
And Kanye, right?
That's my film. That's my film. That
Yeah.
shit. We could do whatever we want.
Yeah, Kanye was clowning on that shit. But damn, let me see something. Look around real quick.
So you gotta let them niggas know that they can't fuck with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Look, he left this shit on there. Hold on, real quick. This is the damn. He still left this shit on there. So T.I. ain't take. I mean, 50 ain't take all that T.I. shit down. He left some shit on there.
Oh, they put bullets in his bag on Punk. Made it look like he.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that
Yeah, I
one.
remember that episode. I remember him getting punked, but I don't remember how they punked him. I don't remember that shit. Damn, he still got this joint up here when T.I. was in the court. T.I. was telling. He was telling. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Who that is?
Yeah, that's Phil. Okay. Oh, that's his back.
And 34A.
Yeah, that's the entry room.
And that's a picture of Fallant with the bullet hole in his head?
Yes, it is.
And that's the bullet hole that you described to the jury as being in his temple on the left side?
Yeah.
How did Fallant's family find out about his death?
I told him. I called his mom first, then I told his cousin. I told his little girl.
How old was his little girl?
His daughter was 4 years old at the time. 5 years old at the time.
And how did you tell his daughter that her father was dead?
He's in a better place and he won't be coming back. And I told him how much he loved her.
And how did you tell his mom that her son was gone?
Well, first I apologized. I apologized because, I felt that, all of those rounds were fired for me, in my opinion. So I apologized to her at first. And then I told her what happened to the best of my knowledge. And I told, I didn't get to really say much after that. There wasn't much else to say.
Yeah, don't tell him. AKA, I'm telling. Yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all like this video, man. Like this video. Let's get them likes up. Y'all just tuning in.
And if you just now subscribe, make sure you click the notification bell so you
Oh,
know
yeah.
when we go live.
Yeah, click all notification bells. YouTube, y'all know they be juxing the content creators on that notification bell. Sometimes you gotta reset it by just clicking off it and clicking back on it. Click all notifications because they be juxing. They be juking us the notifications.
Facts.
But I guess shit, that's it, man. We gonna be going probably try to go live later on the main channel, like we said. We got some shit that we gotta talk about over there. So that's the 9 Day Network LLC. Just type it in the search, you'll see it come right up. 9 Day Network LLC.
Right.
And subscribe. I guess anything else, bro?
Nope, that'd be it, man. Night and Day Herbals. This is sponsored by nightandayherbals.com. So if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all head over there. Try some of the best CBD on the market, organically grown. It ain't that headache shit that people been giving y'all from gas stations and all that. This is actually grown on actual Amish farm and mineralized dirt, sunlight, fresh water. So it's high quality, the highest quality that you can get online. So come check out our CBD products, our hair care and skincare products. And yeah, man, that's about it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and share this video. We out.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.